You know that little voice of self-doubt that just won't quit? Ever wonder why it's so persistent? Well, what if I told you it's not a personality flaw, but actually a neurological habit? Today, we're going to dive into the science of how overcoming that insecurity isn't about more willpower. Nope. It's about literally rewiring your brain.
Okay, so first things first, we have to completely change how we think about self-doubt. Seriously, it is not a sign that you're weak. It's a biological process. It's kind of a leftover survival instinct that your brain learned a long time ago to keep you safe.
So let's just ask the question head on. Is that inner critic, that feeling of doubt, is it a fundamental part of who you are? Is it some deep character flaw? I mean, it can sure feel that way, right? But neuroscience, well, it has a much more hopeful answer.
And the answer from neuroscience is a big, loud N-O. Self-doubt is a habit. That's it. And you know, the most amazing, most empowering thing about a habit is that it can be understood, it can be interrupted, and yeah, it can absolutely be changed. So, let's get into how.
To change the habit, we first got to understand where it even comes from. So let's peek under the hood and look at the biology behind that inner critic. It all gets started deep inside your brain's ancient survival wiring.
Everybody, meet the main culprit, the amygdala. Just think of it as your brain's super-sensitive, slightly panicky alarm system. Now, it evolved to keep our ancestors safe from, a saber-toothed tiger hiding in the bushes. The problem is, today, it often mistakes social risks, like, say, giving a presentation or asking for a raise, as the exact same level of threat. So what happens when that alarm goes off? Well, you get caught in the brain's doubt loop. Here's how it works. First, your brain flags a goal, something you want, as a potential risk. Instantly, the amygdala hits the panic button. Then the thinking part of your brain, the prefrontal cortex, tries to help by solving the problem, but instead it just gets stuck in that dreaded what-if spiral, which only makes the insecurity worse. See? It's not a flaw, it's just a loop.
And once that loop starts spinning, our brains have these little cognitive glitches that make the doubt feel 100% real. You've got confirmation bias, where your brain literally starts hunting for evidence to prove your doubts are right. Then there's catastrophizing, where your mind just defaults to the absolute worst-case scenario. And of course, good old imposter syndrome, where you completely dismiss your own accomplishments. These aren't just random feelings, they are well-worn trails in your brain.
And get this, there's a chemical side to this whole thing too. When that alarm sounds, your brain gets flooded with cortisol, the stress hormone, which makes you feel totally overwhelmed. You get a shot of adrenaline, making it almost impossible to think clearly. And on top of that, low levels of dopamine, the reward chemical, can leave you with this constant nagging feeling that you're just not good enough. It's a chemical cocktail that makes it so hard to just be more confident.
Okay, so that was the problem. It sounds kind of bleak, right? But here is the good news. And honestly, it's incredible news. Your brain is not set in stone. It has this amazing superpower that lets us break that cycle. It's called neuroplasticity.
Neuroplasticity is, simply put, your brain's ability to physically reorganize itself by forming new connections between its cells. And this isn't something that just happens when you're a kid. It happens your entire life, which means every single thought you think and every action you take is actively shaping the physical structure of your brain.
Here's the best way to think about it. That path of self-doubt, it's a deep, well-worn hiking trail in your brain. It's the default route. So rewiring just means you're deliberately forging a brand new trail, a trail for confidence. And yeah, at first, hacking through the weeds is tough. But the more you use that new path, the clearer and easier it becomes. Until eventually, it's your new default.
All right, so let's get practical. Enough theory, how do we actually do this? Let's open up the rewiring toolkit and look at some actionable, science-backed hacks you can use to start building those new confidence pathways. Like today.
The whole game is about shifting your approach, right? Moving from passive to active. The old habit, the worn trail, is to just let that doubtful thought happen and accept it. You just let the rut get deeper. The new skill, forging the path, is to actively challenge that thought. You're forcing your brain to do a little work, to build something new.
So here's your first and maybe most powerful tool. It's a simple 3-step process called thought challenging. When a doubtful thought pops up, step 1, just notice it. Don't judge it, don't fight it, just go, there's that thought again. Step 2, question it. Get curious, ask yourself, okay, but what is the actual evidence for this? And finally, step 3, choose.
Deliberately pick a new, more balanced, more helpful thought. This simple act starts to weaken the old path and build the new one, right in that moment.
And to make that new trail really stick, you've got to reinforce it. Repetition is everything. The more you practice, the more you physically sculpt those new connections. You can also use things like mindfulness to train your brain to just observe the doubt without letting the amygdala hijack the whole show. And don't forget the physical stuff. Movement and social connection are huge because they directly change your brain chemistry to calm that alarm system down and create a feeling of safety.
So as we wrap things up here, there's one last thing I really want you to take away. The goal isn't to finally arrive at some mythical destination called confidence. That's not how it works. The real goal is to simply engage in the practice of building it, day by day. Let this idea really sink in for a second. Confidence is not a personality trait. It's not something you either have or you don't. It is a skill. It's a structure in your brain that you actively build, you strengthen, and you maintain with your thoughts and your actions. You are the architect.
So I'll leave you with this one question. Now that you've got the map, now that you have the tools, and you understand the science behind it all, what's the first step you're going to take? What new trail, no matter how small, will you start forging for yourself today?